Hey guys, it's Hernan Castro, Desert Alchemist. I'm here in Madera Canyon and I'm gonna tell you guys some stories about this mountain. Now, I'm out here looking for mushrooms, so I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna walk around and tell you a story. So this mountain has a long history, a lot of interesting details, but I guess I'll start with the naming of the mountain. The mountain was named by the Spanish. Madera means wood. So this place is called Madera Canyon. These are the Santa Catalina mountains, which can be seen south of Tucson, next to Green Valley. Now, this place was named Madera Canyon because this is where the Spanish and other colonists that came here after the Spanish would come and harvest wood from the trees. If you've ever been to this canyon before, you'll notice that the trees are not very big here. So I always wondered, where the heck were they getting these giant trees? Well, I did a little digging and through some research, I saw some pictures of these massive trees about the size of my car or bigger that were growing in this mountain. It was apparently way more lush and there was way more trees in this mountain a long time ago. And I can share one of these pictures with you guys. And one of these little clips here. And there are some structures that are left over from times of when colonists or people lived out here. So there's little abandoned cabins and even ranger stations up at the very top of the peaks. And a lot of this stuff got destroyed. Oh, look, there's a deer there. She's scared. So, anyways, there were a lot of trees up here, and people were building all their houses in Tucson and surrounding communities with the wood here. So that means there was tons of giant trees here, large forests, because some of those buildings in Tucson were pretty big. But the mountain had a few fires, which destroyed a lot of these giant trees. And then colonists would chop down the trees, setting it back even further. But there was a fire, I think, in the last 70, 80 years that really did a number on the mountain. So it is still recovering from that fire. And so a lot of these trees that we see here are kind of young and not very old. You don't see any giant oaks here, at least not yet. And that is because of these fires. But a lot of colonists live here. There was a community that used to live up here. And their houses, I think one house still stands. I think it was known as the White House. It still stands somewhere up here. One day I'll find it and I'll do a little video of that. But yeah, so there used to be a gas station up here. There used to be a hotel and a lot more cabins. So it was a big community. The fires also affected them, and so they were not able to stay here. And then Forest Services took a hold of the land and demolished some of the old structures. Some of the people still got to stay, but there's very few cabins up here. So yeah, this forest has a long history, and my not so distant Apache ancestors would come through here a lot, quite often, and they would do raids on the people that lived here and in Tucson. And then they would retreat through these mountains and escape east. But this mountain has always been a really cool place that I revere, because I've been coming here since I was little. But it was just really nice to learn about the stories of these places that were here before we were. In the 1950s, there was also a group of hikers, some Boy Scouts, that hiked up to Mount Wrightston, and there was a freak storm that came through as they were hiking, and they got trapped in a blizzard and unfortunately perished, and they weren't found for some time after. A few days, several days after they had passed away, but they did recover the bodies. And I think there's a memorial set up somewhere up on top of this mountain, near the Forest Service's watchtower. But if I remember more details, I'll try to teach you guys more about the mountain. I think I'm getting close to the spot where there was some reishi, so I'm gonna continue. Hope you guys liked this story that I regurgitated out of my memory, but I'll try to do some more videos with some actual dates and more details, so you guys can learn more about the history of our area.